Hey, welcome to Beer and Gear inaugural episode. We're just gonna drink some beers and talk about some gear. Cheers! Cheers! How you doing? Welcome to Beer and Gear. This is an idea I had many's a band practice when beer was consumed, and we started talking about gear. Funny enough. This is a pilot, essentially, and I hope everything works. All our cameras and mics. We've had a bit of a dodgy oil setup, and yeah, hopefully we've no technical difficulties. My name is Pando. This is my good friend James. Coinciding this with the Guitar Pedals subreddit rig rundown, and we're going to talk about all our own personal stuff that we use in our bands, and see if this is a good idea or not. I don't know, but yeah. Today we're talking about Harp Lager.
Harp Lager.
What do you think of Harp Lager?
I love Harp Lager. Harp Lager is the iconic beer from Belfast for me, personally. I mean, this is the sort of stuff that...
Not actually made in Belfast.
Shoot.
Dundalk
Dundalk?
Is where-
Actually, Dundalk?
is where it originated.
Weird. I thought...
Now they make it down in Dublin where they make Guinness.
Ah, cool. Well, they definitely brand themselves. For me, the whole branding is
Yeah,
like
for sure. It's all like-
Belfast, mate.
It's our
Oh,
thing.
It's
That's what they say, isn't it?
It's our thing.
It's our thing.
Also, they have a... What do you call that thing when you have a tagline? They have a tagline, and it's is the glass half empty or is the glass half full?
It's what's in the glass that matters. That's the end of it.
They do say that. They do say that.
They say
You're switched on. I like this.
I get switched on with a couple of harps in me.
Yeah, I feel switched on.
So, what do you think of the taste?
Good, man. It's no messing. It's just like for
It's a straight up lager beer,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, for people who don't know what Harp is, it's just like a super crisp, premium Irish lager. It's just great, man. Like, this is the sort of stuff, for me growing up, you'd like your uncle and your dad would drink down the pub. It's just no bows, no frills. And not to be confused with bad, no bows, no frills, solid.
Solid beer.
4%. Self-explanatory, superior taste.
Superior taste.
Superior.
Superior to what? Other lagers?
It's gotta be.
Must be. I like it.
I do, man. I have to say, I'm not gonna give it out of a 10 because you rate things out of 10.
It's an easy drinker.
Great drinker.
It's an easy drinker.
We often consume a lot of Harp.
We do.
Yeah.
I like it in
Harp
draft.
Ice. They have their
Draft.
own designated fridges in the bars, of which they'll take a glass out to serve you.
Good.
So,
So the beer's good.
beer's
Cheers,
good.
man.
Yeah, cheers.
Get it in you. Tell me about this guitar you're playing.
Epiphone Dot.
Epiphone Dot. I can
Yeah.
read that.
You can read that right there.
I can see it.
Great guitar, man.
Big fan.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I will say, who doesn't want to own a £1,200 Gibson, blah, 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 whatever it is, 355.
Can't help but feel you're paying even more than that for a Gibson. Like,
Yeah, definitely, man. It gets astronomical. They're actually in trouble right now, I believe, but that's maybe for a
nah, man, they're
different...
gonna guitar solo their way out of it. They're straight out of there.
See ya.
Out
Great.
of the
Like, class neck, really, really nice neck. But pickups sound great. So it's got the center block. I can't help but feel that it just swells really nicely without squealing. Like, if you had an Epiphone, I don't know if you know much about Epiphones. I love them. Kind of somewhere oddly between Tim Armstrong and Noel Gallagher.
You not got the Union Jack one?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Well,
Another time.
Yeah, another time. It's sweat. Listen to this. It just hums so nicely. You know, like I've got a lot of control with this thing. Pando also pointed out very recently that I had a telly. I have a telly. I love Telecasters. But he pointed out that I'm too big a man to play it. Apparently, I make the thing look tiny.
Too big.
So this suits me a lot physically.
I think it looks great on you.
Yeah.
I think it looks great. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Sonically and physically, and also some might be wondering. I swapped. So traditionally, this Epiphone Dot that retails at about 400. Normally comes with a black scratch plate with the iconic E of Epiphone.
Yeah.
Swapped it out for a red Tort. I love red guitars.
With a red Tort, man.
I do. You know
all
I
about
do.
the red Tort.
You know I do. I've even got a Fender P bass that's kind of reddy, and it's got the red Tort. Love that. Love it with all of my heart.
I think it's cool, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pando.
Big fan.
Deadly. But that's what I got to say about this baby.
I love the white binding. The binding looks great. It's cool.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It's not even white. It's like off.
Off white.
It's going off.
Going off. Where's my plectrum? Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Man, keep rolling, as some people in an American rap rock band once said.
New metal.
It was new metal.
Yeah.
Not a place for a guitar like this. Tell you that.
What did that lad play? What was his name? Wes? I think his name was Wes.
Some crazy new metal shit.
Wesley.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk about some gear now.
Yeah.
Big lad Jamesy's going to start.
Jamesy.
Jamesy?
Can you call me that?
James.
James. James is better.
Give me everything that's going on very quickly. Signal chain.
Very quickly. Epiphone Dot going into industry standard chromatic Boss tuner. Start of the chain modulation, I got TC Electronics Summon Up going into Ibanez Tube Screamer, going into a Mur Cruncher, going into a MXR Super Badass Variac Fuzz, and finishing up with a Hall of Fame Mini TC Electronic. A gift from yourself.
What happened to the Switch? Is the Switch weird on that Hall of Fame, or am I freaking out?
You mean the stomp switch?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah, just ruined my guitar.
What is that?
Yeah, it's not all there, is it?
It's not.
But I tell you what, when I stand on the thing, lights on,
turns on,
and
brilliant.
somebody's home because you got this going on. That doesn't sound clean to me, so you know it's all there.
And what's the power supply? Cord?
Do you know?
Chord?
I actually don't know. I'm a bass player turned guitar player.
Hey,
I'm learning. I bought it in an electronics store.
if you can write your website on the product, brilliant. I'm all for that.
Yeah,
Great.
big time. Hey, it makes noise. You listening?
Yeah, and what's the amp?
Fender Bass Breaker.
Fender Bass Breaker.
Lovely amp, dude. Honestly, to everybody who played a guitar one time, because it has 3 gain stages, see, so like anything from your
Is
metal
that
dudes
essentially
to like
attenuation? Is that what that is? The low, medium, high? Is that?
I'm a bass player turned guitar player. I don't know
We'll not
quite
get into
yet,
that.
but I do know that I rock it on the lowest gain setting because it just gives me, you know, there's the dry signal. Lovely. Such a good
It's
amp.
warm. I love it. I think it's great.
Do you want another G to the C, or are you good?
One more G to the C, yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Deadly.
Alright, let's drink some more beer.
I will drink some more beer. Harp Lager. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
It is good, man. We're talking about guitars now, though. This is just a wonderful assistant at this point.
Can I burp? I don't know. Better start this recording. Let's talk about.
Yeah, you can burp. Permission
bored.
granted.
Give me your tone. Don't. Knighthood. You didn't want the Union Jack guitar, and now you're knighting me like the Queen.
I respect that reference. Very, very well done.
Give me your clean tone.
You want clean?
I know for a fact that that's not your clean tone.
Yeah, I know what you're referencing here because, interestingly enough, for the longest time, this has been my clean tone. Okay, like my standard tone that was always on. But we'll get the Pando's board later. But you introduced me to the concept of having like a sort of an overdrive or like a boost, like that's kind of always on at all times on your amp.
Yeah.
And I listened, and here's what I have. So I've gone from to having this little tube screamer by Ibanez on at all times, going from to. And why I love it so much is because it's got that right amount of breakup. It reacts well when you want to push a little harder. Sometimes I feel like, like a benchmark riff that we had in our band between us was this. But then we got songs like Ray that are kind of, but I feel like that needs to sound like, a bit more bitey.
You lose a
and
little
you
bit
can
of
control it. Sorry, go ahead.
You lose a little bit at the bottom when you kick it on, but like, it's nice.
It's
Sounds
present.
great,
It's
like,
present
yeah.
without being super trebly, and there was a benchmark. See that benchmark riff that I was talking about, where I had that going on. When you play it with this, because we've got those valve amps going, you can be a bit more delicate with. So delicate with the right hand. So it's just. Over.
Just sounds nice, man. I like that.
So thank Pando for the boost.
Screamer, man. And
Yeah.
how do you step up from that?
Yeah, so let's take it for granted that's on at all times. I'm going to go back to the start.
Right.
I just wanted to explain. I think anyone who's playing rock music out there definitely consider having a boost, or we'll get the Panda later. I don't want to give away too much, but he's got this little spark thing going on there. Something that's just going to brighten up that signal. But we'll go back to the start of my board anyway. So I got the TC Electronics subbing up here. I use it for a moment in the song. It's a real moment pedal for me, if you will. Sounds like this when I go on it. Very dramatic, brings out the high end real intensely. You can't bring it in with extra.
Because you have the dry. It's dry up full, so the.
Yeah, I do. Very well noticed. I rock my dry knob all the way up so that my guitar tone in its most honest and true fashion is coming through there. Moving on, we've talked about the Tube Screamer. How I get my step up sort of move into a chorus traditionally. Get a big riff kind of going, sort of thing is the Moore Cruncher right now. Again, we'll get the Pandas board later. This is what I got right now, so I'm going from.
Cool. I like it. It's alive. Real alive. It definitely crunches and.
Yeah,
I like it.
And do you know what? It's not half the pedal without that Tube Screamer just right in front of it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
it really, I think I think the rest of the things on my board really come alive with that.
With the Tube Screamer.
Yeah, I'm pleased. Like as I said, we sort of joked earlier, bass player turned guitar player. I really like a lot the idea of just that incentive for your guitar to kind of just sing a little more and sustain and squeal and react.
Sure.
How you want it to, you know. So we'll not linger there too much. I've got the MXR Super Badass at the minute. For me, again, very much a moment pedal, but I use it as a rhythm tone right now. We sort of hit this outro bridge in a song, and it just sounds super thick and fat, and I love the hell out of it.
Super fuzz, that's great.
Yeah, and you can if you add a little bit of that subbing up too, you know, you can just get these really kind of artificial, cool moments with it. It works really good as a single note kind of pedal, you know.
The chords sound great though. That chord, that big.
Yeah, it does handle chords well. You know, we all know, all fuzz users out there, like you struggle sometimes to get that fuzz that holds its strength and structural integrity. With a chord going through it can explode and lose its purpose. Maybe is that what I'm trying to say?
No idea.
Yeah, this guy holds it really well together.
Great, man.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Great.
I can do that.
What's it like without the Tube Screamer on?
Let's hear it.
Cleans it up a bit, man. It sounds great. Like.
Yeah, it does. It gives it focus. I guess what you couldn't relate to in the structural or integrity. Harp blogger, everybody.
Woo!
Welcome to the gang. I'll finish up with the Hall of Fame Mini. I don't use it very often because Pando insists that we're a dry band. I can't be too wet, so this is a moment pedal that doesn't have a moment. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like
No one knows what you're saying.
I'll show you. Imagine this pedal's like on the edge of the dance floor, just looking for that one partner. Here we go. Tube Screamer.
Get her on, man.
Love.
Skilled. I like it.
It's delicate and it can get really deep and vast. I believe this was a gift from Pando. So what did you put? The Sigur Rós.
Yeah, I think I tone
printed. So
tone printed her, man.
Tone printed. Yeah, beamed it in. So for anyone that doesn't know, TC Electronics, largely most of their pedals these days come with the tone print. So it's some groovy modern technology whereby you have an app. You download these presets from largely from sort of famous or very successful artists, and you literally hold the mobile phone to your pickup.
Mental.
It's mental. It is.
Mental.
I don't know if, I mean it happens, so it must be true, but it's crazy. And this Hall of Fame has the tone print function. So, yeah, but Pando hit us up with the Sigur Rós function. So
beamed her up there, man.
Beamed Scotty right up there. I believe that is my entire board. Let's hear them all on for the absolute shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No high five for me.
Great guitar, man. Big fan.
Mm.
Big fan. You know, every time I open the case and I go, oh, and you go, yeah. I love this guitar.
I played it one night. Are we rolling?
Yeah.
We're rolling. You love this guitar.
I do.
Like, truly love it.
I do.
And I played it one night through this.
Yeah.
And I have to say, again with the transparency, just super. The way you have it set up's great. What do you play, 10s?
Yeah.
Really nice, man. Just a different beast altogether from what I think I was maybe playing my Gretsch that night. I don't know. That guitar that you have on your lap right now is, you know, can I say delicious?
It's really nice. I'm a big fan of it. It's a thin line Fender Telecaster, one of the 72. Is it 72 reissue jobbies?
Okay, well we can't. It sure is.
But it's nice. I'm a big fan. It's real light.
Yeah, it is
That's the
very
big
light.
thing about it. It's
I
real
will
light.
tell you that. Listen, I don't want to dwell too much on the guitar right now because I just want to get a general sense of what you're doing. What's the signal chain from the guitar by definition
The
on the
guitar,
website into what amp?
Guitar, Telecaster, 2 humbuckers, generally bridge pickup. Into if I start that. Into the Tuna Fish.
Tuna Fish, Chromatic Boss Tuna Fish.
TU3 Classic.
Yeah.
Into the Sub and Up. Into the Rat. Into the Mastertron. Into the EQ. Into the Spark. And into the Deluxe Plus. And then round into my amp, which is an Ibanez TSA 30, which is the Tube Screamer amp. 30 wattage.
Happy?
Great. And that's the signal chain.
I think it looks great as well.
I think it looks really cool, man. It's that's one of the things that drew me towards it, was it's like stood out a bit.
Yeah, I like the white casing a lot.
The white's cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, the amp's great. Essentially, the clean tone comes from the Tube Screamer circuit, which is part of the amp. Much the same as you, I have her basically turned right down.
Yeah.
Tone up a third, levels up a third. I have her quite bassy, trebles down a bit. And
You don't like your fizzy guitar at all, do you?
I like her a bit deep, like so.
I have to say
It's still pretty bright, like, but
yeah. And I will give you that. When I plugged that guitar into this, I remember thinking, there's a lot of presence there.
yeah.
Very nice, man.
That's the telly, man. The telly just wants to.
Can I just ask you, for all of the viewers at home, what does the guitar retail at?
Ooh. I don't know.
Be honest.
Eight or 900
Yeah,
pounds sterling.
sterling.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm super happy with how the setup's looking right now.
It's gorgeous, man. It's such a beautiful guitar, and again, we have to reiterate how light that guitar is in weight.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
It's the Howliner, man.
The howl,
That's the Howl.
howl being whole. Yes, love the guitar. Let's talk pedals,
Yeah.
and let's talk them real good.
Real good.
Chromatic Boss Tuna Fish TU3 standard. We know what it does. You told me earlier you'd probably want to buy a what was it?
A Polytune Mini.
Only for real estate.
And the display's twice the size. Four times the size.
I respect that. Let's move on.
These eyes, man. Not getting any younger. Gotta see. Gotta see.
There ain't no way to hide those lion eyes, man.
There is not.
You know. What do we got off first? Do you know that
I
shit?
wanna go there. Yeah, I know that. First up, I'm gonna say the Spark is on all the time.
Yeah, much like my Tube Screamer reference earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Spark's great. Big fan of Spark. Seems to push the tube screamer element of the amp,
Mhm.
and that's like my clean sound, like pretty driven, you know.
Let's hear it. Man, I love it. I have to say, I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop you there. That is gorgeous.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's the right amount of grit and breakup, but still loads of clarity and not too,
Yeah.
not too explosive or abrasive. Great, we love it. So Sparks at the start, TC Electronics, Spark.
Sparks at the start. The next thing to really worry about is the Rat, which is the greatest pedal of all time.
Worry about?
I just love the Rat.
Worry
man.
about?
You don't need.
Do you want to explain?
You don't need to worry about it, man. It's great.
I tell you
You
what.
need a Rat. Get rid of the cruncher. Get a Rat. I'm
Yeah,
buying you a Rat,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
It's so.
Dude,
sick.
my birthday is in about 8 days.
About 8 days.
Something like that.
Hmm.
Pando loves the Rat. Like, loves the Rat. Has
I do
encouraged
love the
me
Rat.
to get a Rat too many times at this point.
Yeah, I think I've
What
encouraged
is it
you
about the
so
Rat?
much to get the Rat that you just don't want to get a Rat because
I'm being contrary.
I love a Rat so much you don't want to get it. Man, I don't know. There's something about it. It's like
It does it all.
Being around
apparently.
a while does
That's
it,
his. That's
does
his.
it all. And
Does it all.
yeah.
That seems to be your sort
Look
of
at
like.
that thing, man. They got the thing to war. Look at it. It's unbelievable. Great, man. I love the Rat.
Yeah.
I changed the chip in it to the 308 chip.
Mm.
Didn't see that much of a difference, but sounds great.
Right. Rat. We get it.
We love the Rat.
I may or may not own one at some point.
The
We'll
next
see.
thing to talk about is probably the equalizer because I use it as a lead boost. If you don't use it as a lead boost, seriously consider it because in a band situation, to take out a bit of the bottom end and push the mids a little and play some lead it really works. It doesn't. I'm bourbon loads.
Harp
it,
lager.
it doesn't come across on its own, you know. It doesn't sound.
It's crisp.
It's crisp as fuck. It
Yeah.
doesn't sound great on its own, but in the band it sounds cool. So
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's a
That's
lot to
where
be
I'm
said
at
for. I mean, it's all in the title. Equalizer, EQ. You know, you kind of cut. You know,
Yeah.
if you're in a small venue, you have a sound man that front of house guy that doesn't know your songs a lot. Maybe you can step on it and rely to
yeah, for sure.
fall through. But yeah,
Definitely.
cool. I like it a lot, man. Sounds good. Stack with the Rat.
That's what I use most of the time. The Rat, the Rat, man. Love the Rat.
I didn't
Sparks
wanna
on
say
all
it,
the
but-
time. Rat's on pretty much all the time. Equalizer boosts for the lead. The other wee bits and pieces, subbing up, which is
Mhm.
cool. Octave.
Meaty?
Solid. I have her
Meaty?
on the meaty.
Can I
man.
say meaty?
Yeah, I have her on the classic set and it growls a bit more like a pog, you know. Polly's good.
Yeah, it does have that pog
I don't
vibe,
use
man.
Polly that much. I don't know.
Okay, so for the viewers at home, the idea with the poly, there's three sections in subbing up. You got poly, which is a modern the main asset of the Poly is that you can essentially, the older analogs broke up a lot more with chords and they couldn't handle all the kind of notes at once. The Poly is this modern kind of all singing, all dancing matchup of octave.
Sure.
Again, with TC Electronic, like we talked about earlier, it has the tone print. So you can essentially put what you want in there. You can put anything from the biggest, widest reverb to chorus, modulation, whatever you want in there. And then when we flick it down to the classic, which you quite like and enjoy,
like the classic, man.
Is the more old school kind of slightly like just running out of battery power a little kind of
it's
like.
full with the dirt as well,
Let's hear it. Whoa. Is that a fiasco lick?
It is a lick,
Nice.
man. It's a lick. I
know that.
I use it a bit with the verb as well, in the dirt.
Let's hear it. Wow.
Yeah, it sounds cool. When
It's like the wettest you've ever been.
Too wet.
I don't get it.
Too
I
wet.
don't get it. I didn't see it coming. Great board, man. Fucking deadly setup.
It's alright. We got the Mastertron as well, and it sounds great with the octave.
That is what our good friend Andy, for those of you many who don't know, you would describe that as stinking.
Stinking.
That is stinking. Stinking means good. So,
and then there's the verb as well.
You were explaining to me earlier, just to wrap up, we'll finish up on Panda's board here. You said there was kind of surfy tones that you could achieve with that for anyone who may want that. Is there anything in the reverb?
Just waves and shit. That kind of thing. I love that pedal, man.
Yeah,
verb and
yeah.
the trem on it's cool.
There's
as
a new
well.
version out. What have we got? The Deluxe.
Deluxe Plus. It has the two. You can control the tremolo and the verb separate, but
Cool, man.
trem's
Love
cool,
it.
man.
We've seen the trem. Deadly. Big respect
man.
on the board.
But all we need to worry about is the rat, like one of them. The rat.